Dear students, in this video we'll see about types of control system and the effect of feedback on the control system. So closed loop system. So I already told in a control system there are two types, that is open loop control system and the closed loop control system. So we'll see the definition. A system in which the control action is somehow dependent on the output is called as closed loop system. That means we are using a feedback for control system. So we'll see the block diagram of control system. So the block diagram of control system consisting of a command input and it is given to the reference transducer, and the output of this is reference input, that is R of T. Then after that it is given to the controller and the plant, and we are getting the control output, that is C of T. So any difference, if you are not getting any desired output, means again the output is fed back again to the input to correct any error in the output. So for that we are getting the formula has E of T is equal to R of T plus or minus B of T. So in the diagram you can see this is the forward path and this is the feedback path. So for this we are taking the example of closed loop control system. So we have taken the example of a iron box. So here we are taken as desired time and electrical energy, and the timer is set. So this is the heating element block and the heat and it is iron the clothes. So I am getting the here actual dryness. Again using the sensor, it is the feedback loop. So any error means it will be corrected in the timer. So the temperature sensor will monitor the state of the cloths, whether they are dry or wet, and compare it with the submitted input reference. If the cloth state and the desired output are not matched, then the system generates the error signal and sends it back to the input. So this is only we are calling as a feedback input. Again, from the output it is sent to the input. The amplifier produces the amplified output of the signal to the controller so that it can adjust the heating elements to the desired output level. If the clothes are about to dry, then the controller regulates and lowers the temperature or stop the heating process. The closed loop system is capable of handling external noise disturbances. So the noise will be reduced in the closed loop system. If we open the dryer, some amount of temperature is lost and the temperature of the system will decrease. So then the feedback sensor will calculate the temperature of the cloth and then it sends the error signal to the controller. So if any error is there, so then error signal will be E of T is equal to input signal and the feedback signal, so that the controller sets the required temperature in the system. This will be the process of handling the error occurrence in the cloth dryer. The error signal means the difference between the actual output and the produced output, and this error signal is provided as input to the controller to regulate the system output. If the error signal is 0, then only the desired input is equal to the produced output. If we are not having any error in the system, then we are getting a desired output. So now we'll see what are the advantages of the closed loop control system. As I told, in the open loop control system it is less cost and it is inaccurate. But in the if you compare the with the closed loop control system, are more accurate even in the presence of non-linearity. Highly accurate, as any error arising in corrected due to presence of feedback signal. That means any error signal is arises in the arises, then using the feedback path the error will be corrected in the closed loops control system, but it is not possible in open loop control system. And here the bandwidth is large and facilitates automation. Then sensitivity of the system may be made small to make the system more stable. So this system is less affected by noise. So because of the feedback path, this the closed loop control system is less affected by the noise. So coming to the disadvantages of closed loop control system, they are costlier, they are complicated to design, required more maintenance. Feedback leads to oscillatory response. Overall gain is reduced due to the presence of feedback. So stability is the major problem and more care is needed to design the stable closed loop system. So these are the disadvantages of closed loop control system. Now we'll see the difference between open loop control system and the closed loop control system. As already I explained with the block diagram, once again I am telling here I am informing about the difference between open loop control system and closed loop control system. So we'll see the first point here. The open loop systems are simple and economical. The closed loop systems are complex and costlier. They consume less power because the system is very simple. They consume more power because closed loop systems are complicated. The open loop systems are open loop systems are easier to construct because of less number of components. But here if we consider the closed loop system, the system is not easy to construct. It is complicated because we are having more number of components required for the closed loop control system. The open loop systems are inaccurate and unreliable. So we can't believe whether we are getting a proper output or not. The closed loop systems are more accurate and we can believe the output because we are getting a desired output. So stability is not a major problem in open loop control system. Generally, open loop systems are stable. So here if we come for the closed loop control system, stability is a major problem in the closed loop system and more care is needed to design a stable closed loop system. So here in open loop system, we are having a small bandwidth, but here in this closed loop system, we will have large bandwidth because more components, more elements we are using here. So here the open loop system feedback element is absent. That is, we are giving the input and we're getting the output. But in the closed loop control system, feedback is present to to get a desired output. So here the output measurement is not necessary because we are not getting any desired output in open loop control system. But when compared to the output measurement is necessary because we are getting a desired output in the closed loop control system. The open loop control system, the changes in the output due to external disturbances are not corrected automatically so that they are more sensitive to noise and the disturbance. So because here we are not using feedback path to correct the error signal, so it will disturb due to the external noise that will be affected, output will be affected. Here the changes in the output due to external disturbances are corrected automatically because here corrected error signal will come because we are having here feedback path. So we can take the example of open loop system as coffee maker, automatic toaster, hand dryer. We can take the example for closed loop systems are guided missile, temperature control of oven, servo voltage stabilizer. So this is the transfer function of the closed loop system. So you can see here in the diagram transfer function of the closed loop system. So this is R of S, this is the error signal, and this is C of S, and this is H of S as a feedback signal. So the error signal is given by E of S. So E of S is equal to R of S minus B of S. So R of S is plus and B of S is minus. So R of S is equal to E of S plus B of S. So this is gain of the network is given by H of S is equal to, you can see H of S is equal to B of S by C of S. So B of S is equal to H of S into C of S. So I am calling this as equation 2. This is equation 1 because here B of S I can write it as B of S is equal to H of S into C of S. So gain for CL system is given by G of S is equal to C of S by E of S. So C of S is equal to G of S into E of S. I am calling it as equation number 3. So substituting the value of E of S. So what substituting the value of E of S from equation 1 to equation 3. So what I am writing is C of S is equal to G of S. So E of S value is R of S minus B of S. I substituted here. Then C of S is equal to multiply the terms G of S into R of S minus G of S into B of S. I am calling this as equation 4. Now substitute the value of B of S from equation 2 to equation 4. So now see equation 4, I am written first term G of S into R of S as such only minus G of S. So here this B of S value what I need to write is equation 2 H of S into C of S. So H of S into C of S. So again rearranging the terms I am getting here G of S into R of S is equal to C of S plus G of S into H of S into C of S. So the overall transfer function is given by transfer function is equal to C of S by R of S is equal to G of S divided by 1 plus G of S into H of S. So this is a transfer function of a negative feedback. Suppose if I consider the positive feedback, it is transfer function is equal to C of S by R of S is equal to G of S divided by 1 minus G of S into H of S. So overall we are writing this as G of S divided by 1 plus or minus G of S into H of S. So this is a transfer function of closed loop system.